So the always reliable Brick Tap has given us the LEGO Dragon Ball Z April 2027 wave of sets. This is crazy because I've never seen this many sets for an old cartoon. If you didn't know, Dragon Ball Z ran from 1989 to 1996. And apparently we're getting 6 regular ages 9 and up LEGO retail sets for Dragon Ball Z in this first wave, a 12 plus set, an 18 plus set, and a Polybag. That's 9 sets. And keep in mind, we're getting a Shenron set that's releasing in November of this year. That's an 18 plus set. And it's like, imagine if SpongeBob next year got a wave of 9 sets. With SpongeBob getting that large $220 set this year, that's basically what's going on here, because that's also an older cartoon, but that's still running. Now, Dragon Ball Z is immensely popular around the world. I know these will be a hit in Latin America especially. And with this being mostly minifigure sets, that's like a dream come true. Like, I wish the Pokemon anime got that many sets, but I am not somebody who watches Dragon Ball, and I'm looking at this from an outsider perspective, and I have seen some people in the community kind of being rude where it's like, oh, if you don't actually watch the property that these sets are based off of, then you can't enjoy these sets. And I'm not saying specifically with Dragon Ball, but in general. And I'm like, look, I'm the person who, I got into Lord of the Rings because of LEGO. LEGO will introduce me into things that I now love. So who knows, maybe I'll be watching Dragon Ball Z once these sets come out. And with that being said, there's going to be some mispronunciations in these set names. Yeah, that's a lot of different sets. Aside from an unknown Polybag, the small set seems to be Goku vs. Raditz, which I'm hoping this means it's like a $10 set. I remember earlier this year they had some strong $10 sets, then we didn't get much for the rest of the year. Raditz looks like a cool character to get as a minifigure, so yeah. For the arrival on Namek, I mean, just looking it up on YouTube, this was quoted as the legendary DBZ moment. So yeah, maybe I'll have this ship or whatever. The planet Namek looks really pretty. For this set, these are the Z fighters, so I wonder how much of them will appear in the set. For this set, this is Porunga, which I wonder if this is going to be like a big brick-built character. There's going to be a set for Frieza's spaceship, and here's how that spaceship looks in the anime. One thing that stands out to me is that they're still doing buildable figures. Like, one of the sets is called Buildable Vegeta. I mean, we recently got a buildable chopper for the One Piece line, and keep in mind, the One Piece line is based off of the live action show and not the anime. This being directly based off the anime makes it more interesting to me because I like cartoony designs more than stark live action designs, especially for LEGO sets. I'm really interested in the 18 plus Kame House set. This is a design that looks so cool. It just looks like a house on an island. That's right up my alley. I mean, one of my favorite LEGO sets of all time is this city house from 2010, or the Velux house, which the Velux house actually looks kind of close to this. All right, maybe not one-to-one, but still. I love a good simple house in LEGO form, and it's something that's surprisingly rare, especially with Creator not giving us Creator houses recently. I've said it many times before, but the minifigures are going to be insane. I mean, apparently these are loaded with minifigures. You just look at some of the character designs. I can't wait to see how these minifigures turn out. So yeah, this theme sounds awesome. I'm surprised it's getting this much attention, but maybe I shouldn't be because it's such a huge property. It just makes me wish something like SpongeBob got this much attention from LEGO. But look, not to be a choosing beggar because we got spoiled with this amazing SpongeBob set. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you're a Dragon Ball fan, which of these sets stick out to you? And fill me in on some of the info on what would be really cool to see from this. Subscribe here for more LEGO news and commentary and leaks, and I'll see you later. Peace out. Bye.